Let me tell you how this industry works. It's all what they give you underneath the fucking table. That's how this industry works. I'm gonna call everybody out, man. But I know how that shit works. Just because you give it, now I can, I got him hooked now. I got him hooked. I've been getting him to shit for a few years. Now I'm gonna tell him what I want him to do. Oh, all right, guys, this is my Vegas update video. I'm at the MGM Grand. It is Sunday morning. I wanted to put this video out there because I got a lot to talk about Vegas. I got a lot to talk about bats, and I got a lot to talk about the ball. Remember, you guys were told they're going to be hitting a tattoo ball that when we were up here, that they were going to start hitting that tattoo ball. A lot of you guys had concerns on the ball, if it was going to be any good or not. The ball's not bad. I watched a lot of games. I got here Wednesday afternoon. I went out to hit Wednesday when I got here, and then I watched games on Thursday, did some videotaping. Friday I did some video, and then this morning I did some video too. And I kind of watched the expression of a lot of guys' face when they hit the ball. There was nobody complained. It was not The Rock, and I kind of suspected that. I was hoping, like I said in the video, I hope they revamped this ball and did something to it. They did. This is not the ball that I hit in Dalton, Georgia about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, where it was a piece of crap. This ball sound good when you hit it, and when you spun it, it sound really good. It's got a synthetic cover, so what happens when you're playing, not at Big League Dreams, but when you're playing on that dirt infield, that synthetic cover collects a lot of that dust and it turns it dark. So you got to have either clean it off and have a new ball ready. What a lot of guys were doing this weekend too, and I know you guys are coming next week and the week after, what they were doing too is they were changing the ball out. They didn't let it set out in the sun. They actually were changing the ball out, keep it inside the dugout, out of the sun, underneath the rag or something, or underneath the towel. And that's what they were doing. They were changing them in and out every once in a while. That way that sun, because when the umpire gets it, he puts it behind the backstop and he'll just set it there in the sun. Don't do that. A lot of guys were trying to take it back and forth, but steadily haven't given it to the umpire. And when they got dark, they would bring them in and towel them off a little bit, like a little wet towel, and they would towel them off a little bit. Because it does, I watched a lot of games, it does turn dark on you guys that are playing, not at Big League Dreams, but if you guys are playing out there in the dirt, it does turn a little dark on you. The final say is it's not a bad ball. It's not a rock. It's not like, there weren't so mammoth, like a lot of guys, I remember when the rock, a lot of balls were going over the net. There were still balls going out halfway up the net, but they're and I think the rock, in my opinion, for the last few years, I think the rock was very hot. I think it wasn't a 375 compression ball. I think it was higher than that. That's just me. I think this ball is good. I don't think it's comparable to the ball that I swung 5 years ago. It's a lot better than that ball. It's good. It's a good ball, guys. You're going to be happy with it. I think you're not going to be like, oh, ecstatic because it's like a rock, but you know, then again, it's not a turd like we all suspected, me including. And it's not a go dot, not even close to being a go dot. If you told me to put it on a tier, it's not low end, it's not high end, it's like right a little above 50 on a scale of like a 1 to 10. It's above, it's like a 6. That's just my opinion. And the consensus that I got from a lot of other seniors out there, they didn't have nothing bad to say about it. They didn't say it was the greatest ball they hit, but it'll do. And that's what I saw. And I know this was a lot of you guys' concerns because you were coming up here in the next couple of weeks. You're going to play, and nobody wants to come to Vegas, you know, and hit shit balls. And I don't think the air was helping it or the air was making it look. I just think this is a ball that you'll be comfortable hitting in all senior tournaments. Doesn't matter if it's in Vegas or Florida, California, or whatever, Texas. I think this is not a bad ball. I mean, it's not a, oh my, I think it's a true 375 compression ball. That's what I think about it. And this video too, guys. At the beginning, it's going to be more talking about new products that are coming out. the new bats I'm gonna talk about at the beginning. Halfway through this video, you guys that don't like me cursing, you might want to turn the video off, because I'm gonna talk about something that happened this weekend, and I want to address an issue that happened to me this weekend. And there was one guy that was there when it happened, and it has a lot to do with the industry that I'm in, what I do, and I'll talk about it later on. But I'm gonna get halfway through this, and I'm gonna ask you guys, if you don't like my cursing, just turn it off. You don't have to listen to the other part. But I'm gonna kind of give you guys some advice if you're gonna do what I'm doing. And you have things that you have to do to satisfy you guys, because you tune into my channel. And I tell you what, guys, man, I got a lot of people coming up to me and thanking us for what we do, testing these bats for you guys, putting in the work, which actually helps us too when we hit, but it puts in the work. And here's the deal, we love doing this. Billy's already contacted me, and Bubba's already contacted me about all these bats that are coming out. I took a picture of this, sent it to him. You can see it on Facebook. And I copied them as I'm bringing all these home for all the work that we're going to do in the next couple of months. And it's going to take a couple of months for us to do these. And I know you guys want to hear about the new bats that are coming out in 2023. And I'm very passionate. And you guys see that when I'm talking to you, because I talk a lot. I actually talk too much. When I'm out there and I'm talking, not really on camera, but I actually out there, I'm talking to somebody, and I just they'll ask me questions, and I don't hold back. And I ask them, how far do you want me to go with nutrition? How far you want me to go with medical help that you can look for? And I'll say, do you want me to go, no holds barred, and just go ahead and tell you what I think you should do. Guys that are injured that come up to me and tell me what I need to do to get out of this chronic pain that I'm in. I'm tired of going to the doctor and getting, painkillers and stuff like that. And I'll tell them, but you first got to ask me. I'm not just going to go out there and talk about it. And I like when you guys come up to me and say, hey, thanks. This is the deal too. A lot of you guys grab me and say, hey, thanks for what you do, and that was it. You walked off. That makes it worth everything that we do, because it's just not me. It's Billy and Bubba, Trey, everybody that hits with us, Mark Reeves, Chino, Clem. A lot of guys that hit with us love doing this stuff too, and they love spewing information about bats, because we've been doing this for a long time, guys. Been doing this. I started doing it 13 years ago, and then Billy came along about 8 years ago, and then Bubba got involved, and it just grew and grew and grew. And this year, I think it's bigger than it was last year. And I keep saying this every year, because I see, and I even talked to Charlie Mueller. Charlie Mueller comes out too, and he likes giving his input. And I talked to him, I thought, Charlie, it's big. A lot of guys are coming up to me. A lot of guys are acting like I'm this celebrity. I don't, and I'm embarrassed, because I don't think I'm that guy, because I'm just sitting up here talking to you. I don't, and I said, it kind of is embarrassing to me, because you guys will come up there and want to take pictures. I'm like, who the hell? I mean, who am I? And I'm just that guy that's actually speaking my mind. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to tell you guys something. Let me talk about the bats that we're going to work on. And I appreciate the love. I really do, man. I text my wife, you're not going to believe this shit. And I'll text my wife when I get through talking to you or taking pictures or whatever. I text my wife and I go, this is freaking awesome. I don't deserve this. I really don't deserve this. But I appreciate you guys doing it. And it makes our heart happy that we're doing something to benefit you guys and trying to tell the truth on what we think about bats. Let me talk about what's going to come out right when I get back. And this is the Paul Sadler, the DeMarini quarter-ounce end load is what I want to call it. That review will be out. I get back on Wednesday. Today's Sunday morning. I get back on Wednesday, and I'm going to talk about this bat, and I'm going to hit it one more time, and that's it. I'm going to put out the review, so wait for that one. And I'm going to kind of go through these and kind of set them on the side. The big cat, we just started hitting. This is it right here. This is a 27 ounce. We actually went down 26 ounce with a 16.5. This is a 27 ounce, and it's got a 17.3 on the end, and it's got an 8.6 on the hands. What I like about the big cat is a light handle weight. All the other Micans have a little bit more, like a 3/4 ounce end load on that hand. The big cat's the only one that doesn't have that into the 9s handle weight. Got a 17.3 on the end, which is a big end load. We're gonna keep hitting this. We probably got 50 swings on it. And then I'll put a video, the first video I'll put out on it, because I want to let you guys know, you can hear a response to when we're hitting this. This is gonna be a good bat right here too, guys. This one right here, now, on this bat, it's the new Onyx. It's a 12-inch barrel. It's called a C-type, and it's a 12-inch barrel, and it's kind of like what this bat is here. This bat will be out next year. But we have been hitting the prototype, Billy has been hitting the prototype to this bat for probably around 3 months now. They were sent to us. And it's a totally different carbon. It's not like the Enough Seds. Those are gone, guys. The Enough Seds are gone. This is new technology on these bats. It's got a different barrel on it, the weight distribution, the handle's thin. It's almost got like a Blake handle, maybe a little bit thicker than a Blake handle on those bats if you guys swung those Blakes. This is a thin handle bat. I like the way this bat is constructed. It looks just like, it's built just like the Blake bat, but it's got a different carbon in it. We're gonna hit this bat that's coming up. You hit the prototype already. Just watch the video of us hitting this bat. It's got a big end loaded. I haven't weighed it yet because I actually bought my scale up here. Because when I buy bats, another thing too, when I buy bats, you guys see me at the ballpark, I actually carry a scale with me. And then I was talking to Patty Albright, is who I get up my Suncoast from. And when I went over there to get my Suncoast bats, I wanted to see how the weight distribution on that bat is compared to other bats. And that way I can pick my weight. So I just don't go and buy, if I swing a 26.5 or 27, I just don't go buy it from another bat manufacturer, 26.5 or 27. I actually weigh the bats. I try to, especially if they're at a booth, I'll grab them and weigh them before I buy them, and that's what I did. I grabbed the Balance, and I'll talk about those in a minute, on the 2-piece 12-inch barrel, and I grabbed the end load and I weighed him, and I told her which bat I would take, and I'm taking a 27.5 on the end load because the way it was balanced. That's what you guys need to start. In my opinion, you guys need to start transitioning into weighing in weights and weighing hand weight. Figure out your in weight, figure out your hand weight, and I'll talk about it in a different video on an email that I got from this morning that kind of called me out a little bit on the bats that I choose. And I want to explain to him, I'll do it in the video, about how I choose my bats. And I think if you talk about swinging weight for you, and I'm going to get all into that in another video. I don't want to get off track of what I'm talking about with these bats that are coming out, but that's a totally separate video. I think everybody needs a transition, and this is just me of weighing in weight and weighing hand weight, because every bat manufacturer is different when it comes to loading the hands. I've seen up to 9, almost 11, all the way down to 7.5 on hands on the same weight. That's how come I'm telling you, you guys gonna have to transition. Go out and get your scale and start weighing your end weight on a bat that you really enjoy. Even if it's an old OG or a 2.0, weigh that bat. You've been swinging that bat. And then your next purchase, when that bat cracks, because it is gonna crack, when that bat cracks, is go to the same swinging weight as that bat was, with the bat tape on it and everything. So try to get as close to that as you can, and just don't transition, like if that's a 26 or 27, just don't transition in from that bat onto another 26 or 27 from another bat manufacturer. You're gonna think the bat sucks. So that's one thing I'm telling you, start transitioning in the off season, because after this is my off season and everybody else's off season. Then, everybody should be hitting the gym, getting in shape right after Worlds, hitting the gym, getting in shape, and getting ready for next year. And I have a whole different approach after Worlds that I'm gonna put out for next year that you guys need to do, but that's another different video. This is the new Enough Said 12-inch barrel, 2-piece bat, just like the Blake bat is built, but it's got different carbon in it. Handles are loaded a little different, and then it's got the same Blake handle on it. That's another one that comes out. The 13-inch of that one too. This is the 13-inch of that one I just showed you. Carbon's a little different. Handle is thinner. And basically, this is the 13-inch of that. Same type of carbon. This is the balanced. 13-inch balanced. We hit all of these the other day at Big League Dreams. I did a video on that. It should be out this coming week. I'll work on it today, a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow. This is the balanced of those bats. I'm pretty sure this is the balance. Yeah, this is the balanced bat of those bats. And I'll let you guys what we think about them. I've got a lot of guys coming in and got to start swinging these. I've already contacted them. Greg Serta recently passed away from cancer. Hell of a guy. Heard a lot about him. This is his bat. Now let me talk about this bat. This bat's built a little different. I really don't know yet. I don't got a lot of information if it is a 13 to 13.5. This got a different carbon on it, guys. This won't be out for a while, but it was made for Greg. And what I was told about this carbon was built to handle a lot of the hot weather balls. The balls that actually lose compression that are out there during hot weather. This bat, I've swung it. It sounds different than all the other bats. So that's how come I know that the barrel's a little different. I asked Carlos about it, and he said that the barrel's a little different. He actually is going to try to make this bat where it can handle softballs that actually lose their compression when it gets about 100 degrees outside, 95 degrees outside. We're going to hit that one too. I'm really excited about that. This is the bat that I want to talk about, and he actually told me this was a balanced bat. And I think it's a 13.5 or a 13. It's not a 12, so it's either 13.5 or a 13. This is a two-piece balanced bat, and this is going to be a signature series. I love this bat. You'll see in the video when we're hitting the big league dreams, I hit a ball 3/4 up the light pole, up the fence, the netting with this bat. It was probably the top performing bat of the night. It had been used for about 70, 80 swings, and the other ones you can see us pull out of the wrapper on the video were brand new. So this was even better than those because it's broke in my opinion. Sounds awesome when you first start hitting it, like a shotgun going off. Again, guys, Carlos is going in a different direction, and he has been for a while because we've got the prototypes of the other bat, and they were totally different than the original Nuff Seds. They're going to be different colors. He's going to carry the Nuff Seds, but they're all going to be different colors. This is going to be a balanced. Watch the response. I kind of didn't tell the guys about this bat, but watch the response that you're going to get from the guys that are going to be swinging that bat. It sounds like a shotgun going off when you hit it. Suncoast. Patty Albright was at the tent. That's who I get all my stuff from. This is the new Suncoast Balance right here that just came out. Balance 12-inch. Now I can sit here and talk to you, how's that gonna work? I think what they have done at Suncoast here was create not really a true balance, but maybe a mid-load. I haven't weighed the bat, but anytime that you take a 13 and move it to a 12, you're actually pushing that weight a little bit more toward out the end. I'm just gonna guess, guys, a lot of you seniors, a lot of you older seniors are gonna love this bat because it kind of gives you that balance feel, but when you swing it, it's gonna have a little bit of mass on the end where it cuts through the ball. This one is weighted. I did the weights on this bat. This one's weighted like a balanced bat. But I'm curious to see, and it's different shit, man, that they have come up with over there at Suncoast. That's kind of got me like, okay, well, how's that gonna do? Because you've got a bat that's weighted, and this one is, a little heavier in the hands, the way you make a balanced bat, and then you have this bat that's got a 12-inch barrel. I'm curious, and I have not swung one ever. I've not swung a 12-inch balanced ever, so I'm curious to tell the guys about this to see how this bat right here is going to perform. So I'm telling the guys, shit, I'm going to try to swing that one first. Again, the 12-inch end-loaded, and I'm sure this is an end-loaded, guys. I can't see, but I think this is end-loaded. 12-inch end-loaded, the new. What I've talked to people about with this bat is it's got a different composite on it, and they call it the Opta Dura. There it is right there. Performance composite. And it's a different type of composite that they use. And the one thing I like about Suncoast too is the factory that they build out of has top quality carbon, top quality Kevlar. And what they do is they take the leftover that they're building, either touring bikes or whatever they're building, hockey sticks for pros or touring bikes for $30,000, $40,000 per bike. They're using that leftover carbon for these. So the quality coming out of there is the top of the line. So that's the reason that I really do like. I can't wait to swing this bat, and we have a couple of guys that swing with us that is a true Suncoast, and I'm going to give them to them. Put it, let them, because they've been swinging these bats, and let them give their opinion to me, and I'll pass it on to you on what they think about it. So I cannot wait. Another thing too, I weighed this bat to try to get the This is a 27.5, so I actually went up in a little bit of weight because that's big mass on the end. I tried to go down to 26.5, but it's like a 16.3. All minions know what I'm talking about when I talk about in weight. 16.3 on the end. I wanted a little bit more mass on the end. Try to get a little bit more performance, a little bit more distance. So I went up to 27.5 on them. I think they swing a little light. That's just me. Compared to all the other bats I've been swinging. This bat, let me talk about this bat. This is the Corp Easton. Y'all guys remember that bat from back in the day? I swung this bat back in the day a little bit. I was sponsored by Easton from 95 to 99. Reflex, Easton Reflex, and then later on it came Z-Core. That was another one too that came out whenever I got out of Easton. In Colorado Springs, Colorado, I've swung this bat in the aluminum. I loved it, loved the way it felt. But what turned me onto this bat is it just came out. So they did this kind of like a throwback on a composite bat. I got invited to hit BP with Kirby Murphy with his team, and one person was swinging his bat, and he was a left-hander, and he was flat out killing it. And the sound that it made, I loved it. And I actually looked at it and it had striations in it. And that's a good thing with me when I see striations, because that means the barrel's flexing, I get a good trampoline effect. And when he hit it, it made that sound that I really do like. It's got a triple wall design. There it is, triple wall design right there. And we're gonna swing this whenever I get back to. I'm gonna give you guys, I haven't done it, I kept all the leather on it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh these next couple of days, and I'll put out the weights on Facebook, or I'm gonna do a video on it again on YouTube and kind of talk about that bat too. All right, 22 minutes in. Let me see if I can't get through this. I'm gonna try not to curse. If you guys don't like me cursing, you need to turn the video off right now. Let me talk about some things that has happened to me in the past when I'm doing this, and I really don't give a shit if they happen to me or not. The reason I got into this, guys, and I want to go through a little history here. The reason I got into this was 13 years ago when I found out I was hitting balls with Billy, getting ready for senior softball, because I came out of retirement. And I went on to another field, 30 seniors over there. I went on to another field, and they're telling me that that they don't like this bat that actually was promised that it'd be in the top performing bat. So I grabbed the bat and looked at it, and I go, well, can I hit a little bit? And he goes, yeah, sure. So I hit it. I said, that bat's a piece of shit. He goes, well, the guy told me it was the best bat ever made. And I go, what'd you pay for it? $195 or something like that. He goes, Dave, we can't afford this shit. And these are 70-year-old guys, 65-year-old guys. So I came up with this idea. I was retired, had a freight company, at the AT&T, and I had retired, and I said, something, since I'm getting back into senior softball, I'm gonna try doing some videos. And I'd already done hunting videos, so I already was familiar with YouTube. So I started doing these little reviews, and I was horrible at the beginning. I was talking to a guy the other day, I was taking like 20, every time I talk to you like this, I would take like 23 takes. Over and over and over. I'm kind of like a perfectionist too. I don't like messing up, and I'll try to start over. And that's how come a lot of times you'll see skipping in because I messed up and I don't want to start over because I'm 30 minutes into the video, so I kind of take a little clip out. So I started doing them, and they were horrible at the beginning. It was bad. And I kind of got into it, started getting used to it. So I started talking, and kind of guys were going, what bat do you like? In San Antonio, what bat do you like? Well, it started growing and growing and growing. During this time, I started getting approached by the manufacturers. I started getting ripped by manufacturers when I trashed their bat. I started getting approached where do you buy your bats from? Well, I buy them off the internet, or I'll go to a tournament and I'll pick one up there. What if we send you some bats? Sure. Not telling them what I'm gonna do. And this is how the industry works. I'm gonna talk about the industry that I'm in, that a lot of you guys out there are in, and how it works, and what happened to me on Friday, which is a prime example of how the industry works. I started doing these reviews. I would have bats show up to my door that I did not pay for, and that's the worst thing you can do. If you're gonna do this, pay for your own shit. And I even told them, I wanna pay for it. Give me your PayPal. I wanna pay for it. No, we're gonna take care of it. And this is their mindset. They're gonna send you shit for free, and they're gonna expect a good review. And I've seen a lot of you out there that get this shit, and the bats that I have swung, and you don't say a word, and you praise the bat, and I know the bat's a piece of shit, but you're so afraid of not getting another bat. So you'll lie, or you'll give your opinion, and you'll kind of lean in that direction. This is shit that doesn't just happen to seniors. I don't want to get into that. It happens everywhere. It happens in the corporate world. And I was in the corporate world. My wife is in the corporate world. This is how this shit works, but they try to do it to me. So I would get this package along with the bats, batting gloves, hats, t-shirts. Holy shit. I'd have 30, 40 t-shirts in a box. I would put out the review and it sucked. They'd get pissed. I would not get another bat. And they'd even call and ask for their shit back. I want my batting gloves back. I want my hat back. I want my t-shirts back. Because I gave a shitty review. They thought that if they can give me extra shit, that I would lean more toward giving praise on their bat or saying, hey, you got to watch the words of a lot of these people when they talk. They don't ever say it's in my top 10, or they don't say it's number 9 or they don't say it's number 5. They say it's a good bat. I would swing it. And that's it. They move on. But dude, I'm telling you how this shit works. I'm telling you the shit that I get approached with. I can tell you 3 people in the last 13 years said, hey, take care of my shit and I'll take care of you. I'm like, no, I don't need for you to take care of me. I don't need this shit. I have money. I can go buy it. But no, they think that a lot of these guys that get out there and promote their shit, they would grease their palms by just, here, take some of these too. 3 different times with this batting gloves, hats. Here, take this, do my bats, and send the bats for free. I don't get any more bats for free anymore, guys, because 13 years of doing this, they finally got it. We're not going to convince this guy. We're not going to convince him. 4 years ago, I told you guys this. I get bats, I turn around, after we're done, if they don't have any cracks in them, I'll sell them with a seam, but I explain in my eBay that it has a seam. It has so many swings. This bat is hot. If your swing is up 90, 100 miles an hour, do not buy this bat. If your swing is 50, 60, if you're 70, or buy this bat because it's going to last you. I say that in everything. I don't lie to people, and I hate when people do. So I was getting back 3 or 4 years ago, I had put bats that are left over on eBay. I start them off at $50, $75, $100. You can pick up a bat pretty cheap going to eBay and buying it. Shit, somebody picked up a OG prototype Blake bat. It was too light for me, 24 ounces, $150. If they knew what that bat was, it would have went for $300. I didn't give a shit. I took that money, turned around and bought these bats that I just showed you. That's what I do. I paid for these bats. You can ask Patty. Full price. I paid for those bats. But I sell those bats off eBay to buy balls, buy spinners. I buy that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the ball in a minute. The money that I make off there, I turn around, I put it into my bats, put it into my balls, my pitching screen. I bought my pitching screen. That shit wasn't given to me, promote my shit. I like those pitching screens. Pitch Safe, I love them. I pay for that stuff. I have receipts, guys, I can show you. About 3 years ago, I get a phone call. Hey, you're selling my bat on eBay. Well, I'm selling my bat on eBay. And this is the head guy from the bat manufacturer. Can you take it off? No. Well, it says you're selling it for way under price. So? Well, I've got a complaint from my rep saying that you're undercutting them. I said, well, do they know anything about eBay? Because the starting price is $100. I said, the ending price with that bat's going to probably be around $200. So it's basically the same thing they're selling a bat for. Well, can you take it off? Nope. You don't give me a paycheck. I don't work for you. Just because I'm selling a bat for cheap and I'm who I am, your reps are getting pissed. Your player guys are getting pissed because I'm selling a bat for $100 on eBay that probably won't go for $100 because it's bidding on eBay. I'm not selling it buy now. You got to bid on that bat. Goes to the highest bidder. So no, I'm not going to take it off. Pissed. All right, got off the phone. Very seldom I talk to him anymore. I don't give a shit. The way this industry works, let me get to this Friday. I'm at a booth. I'm already getting mad. I'm in a booth, and I already know this guy don't like what I do. one of his player guys that has his name on a bat has mentioned to someone else that they don't like the way I talk. And I think I can get away with saying a lot of them, but F-bombs. And the head guy from this company's there. I've never met him. I've heard about him. And he comes, I'm trying not to get personal here, but he came over to where I was at, and we were talking. And I was talking, I introduced me to him. I shook his hand. He didn't even look at me. And a ball came into question. And I've hit this ball. So he's asking about the ball, and well, won't you ask Dave, because he's the one who hit it. And so I explained it. I said, ball holds up. Ball's a great ball. It's not a rock, but it's close. Top 3, top 4 maybe. I said, it holds up in the heat. That's what I like about it. It holds up in the heat. Again, he didn't acknowledge me. And I knew there was tension right when he walks up. I go, you can tell when somebody doesn't care for you, somebody don't want to look at you, somebody just don't like you. They have that tension, right? So I was like, okay, there's something going on here. So they're coming out with a new ball, and he's going to send the balls. He goes, I don't know. Why don't you just send them to Dave, have him do a review on them, and then test them and see if they're as good as this other ball, because he's hit the other ball. Or he's hit this ball. I've hit a lot of balls, guys. Not only bats, but we've hit a lot of balls. We can tell you right off the bat one of the best balls out there. We can tell you right off the bat one of the shitty balls. We're as good as balls as we are with bats, damn near. We've hit a lot of them, with all of us hitting on every different tournament. He goes, send him to Dave, let him test them. He gives an honest review. And if he puts it out, it's a good ball, then sure, it's going to be a good ball. I don't have no problem with that, is what he said. I'll just go ahead and send him to him. And then he turns around and looks at me and goes, can I tell you something? And I go, here it comes. Here it comes. And I said, sure, go ahead. He goes, when you're reviewing our product, or you even mention our name in one of your reviews, I want you not to curse. I go, what? And he goes, I want you not to curse when you're mentioning our name. And I go, nope. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to bend the knee for you. I can give a shit what you give me. I have a witness to this, guys, and you can ask him. I'm not going to tell his name, but if I get questioned on this guy was there. I said, I'm not going to bend the knee for you or anybody else. I can buy the balls. I said, I'm not that guy. You want that guy, you go get him, because that guy ain't me. I'm going to give you an honest review about this shit. He goes, hey, I'm just telling you as man to man. I said, I'm telling you man to man. I ain't doing it. No. He walks off. And I look at the person that I was there with, and I'm like, God, I'm freaking mad. Let me tell you about this. And screw that. That's done. I talked about that. There was some other shit said, but I don't want to say it right now. Let me tell you how this industry works. It's all what they give you underneath the table. That's how this industry works. I'm going to call everybody out, man. I've been promised so much shit. I've been approached in Vegas with a brand new bat with a guy's name on it and said, hey, can you help me out on this? Can you give me a review on it? I said, hold on. If I'm doing a review on the bat, you're going to get what you get, man. Guy turns around. I've said this in another video. Guy turned around, took the bat, and walked off. He knew it was a turd. He just wanted me to pump it up on my videos. I don't do that shit. Like I said, I'm the most hated person out there than everybody else because all the manufacturers hate me. They're trying to shoot shit underneath the table. There's a bat out right now that everybody loves, but I don't even have it in my hands. I was promised a month and a half ago. Why? Why do I not have that bat? Month and a half, I don't have the bat. I had so many guys come to me, do you got this bat? No, dude. I'm not going to go after it. I don't give a shit. I've got all these bats that I'm working on right now. The guys come up to me with these bats and want me to swing them. Ronnie grabbed me. Here, I paid Ronnie. Had the credit card in my hand. I paid Ronnie for it. Suncoast, you can ask him. Patty, here's a credit card. And I watch these videos and I hear what you say on reviewing these bats. Your credibility is going to suck later on. Nobody's going to go to you because you're bending the knee to these corporate people. And this guy thought that he can, because he's been giving me something for so many years, something that I did not ask for is what I'm trying to say. I never asked to hit that ball. I never asked. It was given to me to promote on my YouTube channel. I'm so fucking mad. And then he come to me and said, this is what I want you to do. Why? Because you give me a ball? Kiss my ass. I can buy my balls. And I have bought those balls. You don't give me all of them. Give me half of them. I buy the other half. I didn't buy my spinners from you. I bought those balls. Paid a shit ton of money for them balls. Too many people bend the knee. Why do you think I'm so popular? Because you get this right here. That's why. The cursing, I know you don't like, but that's just me. Guys, another thing too, I don't curse around my family. I don't curse around my kids. I don't curse around my mom, my dad, my in-laws definitely. And I don't curse when I'm at a club with anybody. I don't curse when I'm at lunch or dinner or anything with anybody. This is what you see here. I'm out there like you. I'm hitting balls. And when I'm passionate about what I fucking talk about, I do curse a little bit, yes. Because it's just me and you. For this guy come tell me, because he gives me something or gives me half of something, that he wants to now can be in charge of me. I looked at him like, you fucking idiot, man. But I know how that shit works. Just because you give it, now I can, here, I got him hooked now. I got him hooked. I've been getting him to shit for a few years. Now I'm going to tell him what I want him to do. Oh, man. Take your shit and shove it up your ass. I'm not going to bend the knee, man. I'm not, and that's the reason that my channel is good, this good, because I have not bent the knee. And does it bother me when you guys say, well, he's taking shit money from me? No, it doesn't bother me, because that's who I am. I am that guy that don't take shit from anybody. And the problem with it, I voice my opinion about it. You guys are doing these bat reviews. Don't bend the knee. Don't take, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. It looks good because you're getting brand new product and you're getting it bad. So I heard a guy on eBay say, yeah, Dave put out did you see Dave's video? And it was on another review. Did you see Dave's video on this bat? And the other guy goes, the guy that was doing the review said, oh my God, he trashed it. And he goes, good luck on him getting any free bats in the future. I don't want free bats, dude. I'm not in it for free bats. I can give a shit about free bats. I pay for most of my shit. Do I have some bats sent to me for free? Hell yes, because they try to send it for free to get special privilege, special talking about. That's why they do it. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go down and sit by the pool with my wife. I might even drink one. Guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm all for that. I'm not gonna talk about it again, but I'm just saying, don't bend the knee. Be honest. People love you for it. You know, just be honest. And people see the bend in the knee. I'm telling you right now, people see the bend in the knee. Start your YouTube channel, start doing bat reviews, and you'll be more popular if you didn't bend the knee. That's it, guys. The balls are not, and I think a lot of the concerns about Vegas were the balls. Balls are going to be good. You're going to like them. It's not going to be like in the past where you get the rocks and you just barely hit the ball and it's going to go 500 feet. That's gone. It was not like that. When you hit it, you hit it. It was good. You know, I didn't hear anybody that go, damn, I thought I hit that ball further. No. There wasn't any of that with anybody. Everybody loved the ball. So have fun when you're up here. Sorry about the rant. Like I said, if you don't listen to it, just don't listen to it. It's no problem. Go to another channel. It really doesn't bother me. I'm not in here for that. I'm not in here to be that guy. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck in Vegas the rest of the couple of 3 weeks here. Thanks. Guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and I've got a couple more here for you to watch. And I've also got a subscribe button. So hit on it and then hit the bell. That way you get notifications whenever I put out another video. Thanks, guys.